Hi everyone, Stephen Blow here. Just to, let me see if I can turn this round for you. Just show you that we're feeling the USA vibe. If you didn't know it, I swear I was in New York. Oh. Right, morning everybody in Florida and around the world who's joining in for this celebration for the Whole New Me show 1 year anniversary. Really looking forward to season 2, see what that can bring me. I just want to say a few words about Eric Lamar Smith. What a guy. He's been an inspiration to me. I didn't think that I needed any motivation, but I found Eric on YouTube originally, just flicking through. You know how it just sets you up for the next video and the next video, and this guy come on. I watched his video diary from the beginning and sat there and I thought to myself, I've got to do something. Eric said in one of his videos, do something different than you've ever done before and just let it roll on. Well, I took that challenge up. Then the next week he set a 7-day challenge and it was like it was meant for me. So I did something that I've not done any time in my life. I went out, got a squash racket, booked in my local gym for squash, did squash on my own to start with, just getting my exercise in. Then from there I started running, and you've got to imagine this is somebody who's never done anything like that before in his life. Started running the odd day, then I got myself a bike, went out biking for one day, and I tried to keep a bit of a variety to break up, because a lot of people lose momentum. And that's the good thing about Eric. With the whole new show, with his whole new me show, that's what he's doing. He's building a team around him that keeps him motivated, and he's looking at the whole me. He's really took on the whole mind, body and soul connection, and that's what I like about it. He's never ever mentioned diet, well, not that I've ever heard. Never mentioned diet, because you gotta imagine the word diet is a loaded word. It has a lot of negative feedback with it, and I always say it's like in the 70s in the UK, we was having a load of Ford motor cars flooding the markets, but they kept breaking down, and it didn't take long for people to realise that Ford meant breakdown, so nobody invested in Ford cars. All that you ever seen were Ford cars at the side of the road broke down. And that's like diet. The minute you mention diet, the minute diet comes into your vocabulary, it's already set up for failure. So I've never heard him mention diet. He always mentions eating healthy food, listening to your body, finding out about your body. The DNA profile that he'd done, the genetic profile, I think that was absolutely amazing. To find out what long-term medication doctors have been putting you on that are just not doing anything, they're not working with your body at all. And obviously in America it's different. For the UK, all your drugs are free over here, so consequently they're not really that bothered about putting you on drugs, on medication, and before you know it, the medication has side effects. So what they do, give you another tablet to combat the side effect. A few months down the line, that tablet has a side effect, so they give you another medication to combat that, and before you know it, 12 months down the line, you're on 3, 4, 5 drugs, still having different side effects, but you're so far away from where it all started that you've not got a clue what is having an effect on your body, which tablet. So Eric's given me the inspiration, and then offered me the chance to sponsor the whole new me show. And as you can see, I've got my t-shirt on, and I'm over here in England, so I'm a proud sponsor of the whole new me show. Now with my business, Peaceful Mind Limited, if you go to my website, it's .co.uk, so that's peacefulmindlimited.co.uk. You'll see what I do. I work with people with mental health issues, and not just the negative ones. It's people who have just got blocks in their life. They just don't know where to turn. Maybe things are happening in their life subconsciously, and they're just reacting to a cause that they never find out what the cause is. So again, anxiety. They go to the doctor says, yeah, we've got a tablet for that. They never ever work on the cause of it. So consequently, you just take the tablet, start to pick up a bit, feeling a bit better. A couple of months down the line, again, there's a side effect. Go doctors, and it's just a spiral. But if you go to my website, or even join my Facebook group, I've got, last count, I think there's about 1,300 members all around the world with a lot of different issues. It's called Panic Attacks Be Gone on Facebook. It's worldwide. I've got members all over the world that contact me 24 hours a day pretty much, and you will get an answer from a fully trained therapist. That's the good thing about me. I've got an all-round in all different talking therapies, and I mix and match because people's minds are not the same. We've all got different environments that we've grew up in that have an effect on us. So what I've done is learn a whole range of different therapies, and I mix and match and find what works for you. I've got a couple of people that I just want to give a shout out to today that have had issues where they can't even leave the house. Contacting me within a couple of weeks, they're now leaving the house, and they've been inspired. I give them homework to do, give them little challenges, build the challenges up until going out the house becomes more and more exciting now. And that's how you got to do it. You've got to make things exciting. When your mind sees things as painful, you'll never go anywhere. It will never last. And that's what it is about your New Year's resolutions. Everybody makes New Year's resolutions when they've had a drink, when they're feeling happy, and that's great. But then a week later, the pain sets in, because all that they see it, like Eric says about saying losing weight. If you feel like you're losing something, you'll never continue. So what you have to do is change your way of thinking to make it exciting and overpower the pain with pleasure, and then your mind will want more pleasure than pain. So that's how it works with me. Eric, I think the boot camp that he's setting up is absolutely fantastic, because like he said, he'll have people there that can help you with your finances. You know, people, me too, I've looked at his regime of fitness and, you know, all the team that he's got, and I think, how does he afford that? But like he said, once your finances are all in order, that will give you extra money in order to get a team behind you, and you can do it exactly the same as Eric. If you follow his steps, watch his videos, you've seen how he does it. There's nothing false, there's no quick cure. Like he says, today is a celebration of 52 weeks doing something consistent, and my job is working with people who are stuck. And I can tell you now, you know, I can ask people to do something consistent for 3 days, just 3 days, the same thing every day, and by the third day they won't be able to do it. So to do 52 weeks of a fitness regime, what he's doing, and you know, it's there, all the evidence is there for you to see. You know, look at his YouTube, go to his back catalogue of videos to get inspiration. You'll see him, you know, he's literally stripped back to the core in his boxers and being body wrapped. You know, I don't know many people that would actually do something like that on YouTube. You know, you got to take your hat off to this guy. He's amazing for inspiration, and he's given me tips and pointers on business. So he has actually helped me, and like I say, I've got out most of the week now. I do squash, cycling, not so much running now, swimming, and it's how he said, do something different. That's all that you've got to do. Do one thing different, and you're not the same person as you was the day before. So I just want to shoot this quick video just to connect with Eric, and I watched all his team earlier on walking in Florida, and I wish you could see the weather here in England. I wish I was at Florida at the minute, and maybe I'll do a guest appearance. I'll come over and do a walk with Eric. I just want to say, if you've noticed in the background where I am, I'll just show you. Even though you're around the world, I'm sure you will have heard this story. Now, I'm not a soccer fan, but where I live in Leicester, in England, hang on, I'll just turn it round so that you can see. I'm at present at Leicester City Football Club. If you Google Leicester City Football Club, let me show you. Now, if you Google Leicester City Football Club, I thought I'd come here to make this video because it just seemed right. Leicester City Football Club last year were the underdogs. They weren't. You've all heard of Manchester United, you know, worldwide brand now. Leicester City were nothing like that. The players were just ordinary soccer players, but over the year they built a momentum of winning. And every week they started to win and build on that winning. And then they were scoring goals that nobody could imagine them scoring against teams they could never imagine them winning against. And before long, they got to the end of the season and they were champions. I think it was the Premiership. I'm not really into football, but the celebrations throughout the world because the underdogs won. I think the odds of them winning was something like 5,000 to 1. You know, it was just unheard of. And one of our famous footballers from the past, Gary Lineker, he's a football commentator now. He even said at the beginning of the season, if Leicester City win, I'll do a show in just my boxer shorts. Even he was an old Leicester City fan and could never see them, with the players that they got, they could never see them winning. And guess what? He ended up doing the show in his pants because they won. And that's what I think Eric Lamar has done. He's built a brand now for people to look and see success. That's all that you see with Eric. He just chips away at the success, building every week on the week before. You know, he says he's training for a triathlon. You know, this is a guy who, you know, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, he was a heavy guy, blood pressure sky high, blood sugar levels sky high, everything. 12 months ago, went on a mission, and that mission now is built up to what we're celebrating today. And we're celebrating not only the brand of A Whole New Me show, you know, this is a celebration of what this guy's done and all the inspiration that is sent around the world. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I want you to go to his group on Facebook, Whole New Me Show, join up. The boot camp, he says he's going to have a team of people there. Hopefully he'll have somebody to work with the mind. I know he's got is it Ray Milton, who's doing the vegan food. So, you know, he's building up a team around him, because that's what we need. You know, it's not going to be a solitary journey. All that you've got to do is put people in your life that have got your benefits that are okay. You might have to pay, but then again, that's what he's going to do. He's going to get somebody at the boot camp to help you with finance, filling in your tax return forms. So you'll have the finance, and once you've got the finance, it brings freedom. And then hopefully, if he's got somebody who can work on any issues that you might have in your life, that you may feel holds you back from motivating yourself, issues in your past, even issues coming up in your future. If you're nervous about going for job interviews, you know, that's a major hurdle that's going to stop your finances in the tracks. You know, if you can be more confident in your life and maybe stretch yourself, end up going for them jobs that you never even imagined that you could do. Because let's face it, that's what Eric's done. You know, he set out on a journey, and I'm sure he's had doubts along the way. So hopefully you can follow this guy on his page. Hopefully I'll one day get to go over there to Florida and do a guest appearance on the bridge. But for now, I'm going to cut you loose. So there's my t-shirt to prove that it's an international brand now, and I'll say good afternoon from England and good morning in Florida. I'll just let you have a look at the grey skies. This is what we're up against now. We're the season's changing in England now, so it's getting more wet, unfortunately. I'd rather be in Florida at the minute, walking on that bridge and eating some vegan food. So thanks for watching. If you want to come and join my group, it's called Panic Attacks Be Gone. Don't let the name fool you. It's not all about panic attacks. It's any issues, agoraphobia, any phobias that you've got, inspirational stories, member reviews, excellent member reviews. I've helped people overcome any issues that they've got in their lives. I'll work with them. I do Skype sessions, so it don't matter where you are in the world, we can always connect through Skype. And believe it or not, I've even hypnotised a lady in Australia, hypnotised her through text messaging. And if you go to my group, that's a review to come up in the future to share how you can be hypnotised through text messaging. It's absolutely brilliant. Eyes wide open hypnosis. That's what I've done with this lady, and hopefully she'll do me a review to prove it. So there's lots of ways that I can help you get over any issues in your life. It's great to connect to Eric, and it was great for the shout out that he gave for my Facebook group and also my website and my business, so I appreciate that. So lastly, before I leave, I'm just going to leave you with a little offer. Seeing Eric's there in Florida, and at the end of the walk he's going to have, I think it's Ray Milton soul food. It's going to have tasters and such like. So I thought it's only right that I give something for free as a celebration for the time and effort that he's put in to this group. So what I'm going to do is offer this group, somebody in this group, I'm offering a free one-to-one hypnotherapy session. Now this session can be absolutely anything. It's not got to be phobia, it's not got to be panic attacks, it's not got to be anxiety. It may be you've got a job interview coming up and you're nervous, you know, exam fears coming up, or you just want to get off medication. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting an offer out there. I'm going to let Eric sort it out how he does the offer. Maybe you'll have to email him to enter a draw, and he might do a live video draw for a hypnosis session with me on Skype, so you can be anywhere in the world. And this will be a free one-to-one session, and hopefully we can do a review on the group to say how you got on, what you the thing that we worked on together, and you can put a review out there on what I do as well. So that's a free session coming up, one-to-one session with me, Stephen Blow. If you go to peacefulmindlimited.co.uk, you'll see all the credentials, fully trained in NLP, that's neuro-linguistic programming, and CBT. That's the big thing at the minute in the UK. Our National Health, they don't recognise hypnosis as a therapy, so what they do is go for CBT, and that's cognitive behaviour therapy, and that's just another talking therapy, but this talking therapy gives you tasks to do, homework to do, and that's what I say. What I do is I mix and match, because I know that the mind is a complex thing. There's not one therapy that fits all. So I mix and match, and with hopefully my skills, my expertise, I can get you over any issues. And normally it's just one session. That's all that you need with me. I look for the cause, I find the cause, and once the cause is gone, the symptoms are gone. Now, one session can be anything from 1 hour to 3 hours. There's no time limit with me. There's no there's no clock ticking in the background, apart from my swinging watch that hypnotises you. No, only joking. So there's absolutely no time limit. We get done when we get done. So I'll leave that up to Eric to figure out how he can do some kind of raffle. If people want to email him, if they're interested in a free one-to-one session to celebrate the end of season 1 of A Whole New Me show. So I'll leave that offer with you all. Contact Eric if you want to do a one-to-one session with me, and hopefully you can post your review on the group, A Whole New Me show. So if you're floated by on YouTube, go to A Whole New Me show, join up. I'm sure season 2 is going to be exciting with his boot camp and other things. Hopefully I might be able to put in a guest appearance, so it's going to be exciting the next 12 months, and hopefully you'll see my journey. If you go to, I've got a Facebook, if you go to YouTube, type in Peaceful Mind Limited, you'll see my journey too of Whole New Me show, from when Eric set up the challenge, the 7-day challenge. You'll see my journey along the way, because he set out the challenge, 7-day challenge, and to video yourself for 7 days. So you'll see my journey from start to where we are now. And like I say, I'm out most days now on my bike, squash 2 to 3 times a week, So you can imagine my fitness level now has soared, and it's made me feel great. I used to have aches and pains like anybody. 51 years of age, I used to get up in the morning with backache, leg ache. Just put it down to my age. But after being challenged for them 7 days, it's just had a knock-on effect, and now it's just in the blood. I just can't stop. So yeah, it's been a great journey, and I'm just glad to be here today to celebrate with you guys over in Florida. I can feel the sunshine now, so I'll cut you all loose and say thanks for watching. Please support Eric. He's a great man doing great stuff. So catch you all later, and be sure and contact him if you want a free session, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon on Skype. Okay, bye for now. Thank you for watching.